Last time, we saw how VLAN hopping works in the wild. Switch spoofing, double tagging, attacks that shouldn't work in 2025, but still do. Today, we're building the same environment. The reason I used Arista, the command structure is nearly identical to Cisco IOS. If you've studied for CCNA or worked with Catalyst switches, the muscle memory transfers directly. Show VLAN, switch port mode trunk, it all works the same way. And here's the thing about labs. Most tutorials skip the boring parts. The parts where you actually connect things together. We're not doing that. Because here's what most people don't realize. The boring connection details, that's where you build the mental model that keeps you out of trouble at 2 a.m. Visualization is a critical infrastructure skill. When you're troubleshooting a production incident at 2 a.m., you need to see the topology in your head instantly. By the end of this video, you'll have a working VLAN topology. 2 switches, an attacker node, a victim node, and the exact setup you need to test these attacks yourself. Before we build anything, we need the cEOS image. If you already have it imported, skip to the next chapter. For everyone else, this is the only manual step, and it takes about 5 minutes. Head to arista.com and create a free account if you don't have one. Once logged in, go to the software download section. Look for cEOS Lab, that's the container image. Download the tar archive for your desired release. Once it's downloaded, you'll have a tar.exe archive. In this example, 4.35.0f, this version number becomes your image tag, so pay attention to it. Import it with docker import, not docker load. First argument is the tar file. Second is the image name and tag. Let it run. Takes about 30 seconds. Verify with Docker images. You should see cEOS with your version tag 4.35.0f in this example. This tag is what you use in your YAML file later. Write it down or remember it. The official Containerlab documentation has this entire process documented with more details and troubleshooting steps. Alright, image loaded. Let's build aloud. Containerlab. It's a CLI tool that deploys network topologies using containers. Think of it like Docker Compose, but for network devices. You describe your topology in YAML, and Containerlab creates all the virtual links, assigns interfaces, and spins everything up in seconds. For endpoints, the devices pretending to be computers on our network, we're using NetShoot. It's a troubleshooting container packed with tools. TCP dump, Medcat, curl, everything you need. Perfect for our purposes. One more thing. There's a VS Code extension for Containerlab, syntax highlighting, topology visualization, deployment shortcuts. Alright, This is where most tutorials would paste a complete config and say, just use this. That's not useful. Let's build it from scratch. Basic structure: a name for your lab, then 2 sections, nodes and links. Nodes are devices. Links are, well, links. Let's define our switches first. Image is whatever tag you use when importing. In my case, cEOS 4.3 4.0F. But here's where it gets interesting: the links section. This is the part that confuses people. You're not just connecting switches. You need to specify which interface connects to which interface. Let me show you. Each link has 2 endpoints. Format is device name, interface name. So, switch 1, Ethernet 1 means switch 1's Ethernet 1 interface. When you write it like this, Containerlab knows connect the attacker's ETH1 to SW1's ETH1. Create a virtual cable between them. The critical piece here is that trunk link, SW1 ETH2 to SW2 ETH2. This is the inter-switch link that will carry tagged VLAN traffic. The attacker connects to SW1 on ETH1. The victim connects to SW2 on ETH1. Next time, Scapy. We're building the packets ourselves. VLAN tags, double tags, the whole attack chain. You'll see exactly how these frames are constructed, byte by byte. If you want the YAML file from today, it's linked below. See you next time.